Hello, folks. We're back again. This is episode 2 of My Horror Life.
Darkness falls across the land. The midnight hour is close at hand.
To follow line in search of blood.
To terrorize across the neighborhood.
So I thought that'd be a cool little touch to start the show off. So I really don't actually have a topic today. I think I'll just talk about one of my favorite groups on Facebook, and that's the Friday the 13th Alumni. The group that actually got started about 8.5 years ago. And the idea actually came from a Friday the 13th alumni himself. That's how we got actually the name. Tom Fridley, who played Court in part 6. Everybody loves Court. Here's a quick story behind how that started. Court, I call him Court now. Tom Fridley messages me because he knows that I'm really social media friendly. And he says he wants to start a group, but he's not very social media wise, and he doesn't know how to go about making one. And he knows that I already started 3. I think I only had 4 or 5 at that point. And I think I started with my wrestling one as my oldest group. Anyways, so Tom messages me and he's like, "So do you have any cool ideas how we can get the members of the alumni, all the people who are on Facebook who have been in the movies, and the fans to interact with one another?" So I was like, maybe that'd be a cool idea for a group, and we came up with. And so he goes, "Let me call you." I'm like, "Oh my God, Tom Fridley's gonna call my house. This is cool." So I'm in the bathroom. Not that you need to know that, but it's actually an intricate part of the story because while I was in there, the phone rings and Crystal answers. And he goes, "Hi, this is Tom Fridley." And she goes, "No, you aren't." Hangs up the phone. So I was like, "Who is that on the phone?" She goes, "Some guy that says he was Tom Fridley." Like, "Crystal, that was Tom Fridley." So I messaged Tom back and I was like, she didn't know you were calling. She thought it was someone pranking us. So he calls back. We both had a good laugh about it. And oh my God, he sounds just like John Travolta, which he's related to, by the way. That's his uncle. And he looks like him, but I mean, he even sounds more like him. It's scary. So, we have a good at least 30-minute conversation. We talk about ideas for our group, and well, Friday the 13th alumni was born. So 8.5 years later, this is actually the second of the groups. My first group accidentally got locked, and once you pass a certain amount of members, you can't unlock it. So the keeping the group alive would have been pointless because nobody would be able to find it. So it took weeks of transferring all the members to a new group, and then seeing if all the members would join again. So I think we were up at 4,000 members at that point. That was about 4.5 years ago, and about 2,000 to 2,500 rejoined. So we had to rebuild from there, and so this is the second incantation. Yeah, I think I got that word right, of the Friday the 13th alumni group. And some of the people who have been on the group have been on since the original, which has been amazing. Who's messaging me right now? My boy Dave Z. Dave Z likes my the shirt I got from the convention, The Shining. So getting back to the story. So now after rebuilding again, we're back up to almost 4,600 members. So it's not the biggest group on Facebook, obviously, and especially for the Friday 13th series. There's a ton of great groups out there. There's the Jason Goes to Hell Adam Marcus group. There's the Deborah Voorhees Shit Horror group, and who keeps messaging me. So there's the Derbyshire Horror Group. There's a ton of groups out there. And shout out to those groups, by the way, awesome people. So 4.5 years later, we're back up to 4,600 members. And, without the admins that helped me run it, I couldn't do it without them. So I'm going to run down that list right now. So if you're watching this is up to you guys. Jimmy Presley, Tanya Glass, Regina McAllister, of course, one of the original founders, Crystal Mahoney, Alan Albee, Diana Link, Matthew Danny Carson, Christopher Metcalf, Kyle Foster, Josh Barnett, Bert Thomas, Eduardo Guerrero, Curtis Sharp, Dale DeMater, Jeffrey Quick, Peter Matazzaro. I'm going to mess up your name, dude. I'm sorry. Peter Matazzaro. Hope that was close enough. Alan Clegg, Joshua Booker, Robert Miller, Errol Thomas, Brenda York, and Bill Overton. So I think I got everybody. I'm hoping I did. That's what my list shows. So, and we've had so many admins come and go. Some have been intricate part of the building of it, and then some of them have been test subjects. That's all I'll say. And then, of course, the ones we have now, a lot of these have been here for a while. There's like 6 or 7 that have been here for at least 6 of the years. So, and then like 3 or 4 that have been here for like 4 of the years. So as you see, when you become an admin of one of my groups, and I put my full trust in you, I will add you to my other groups. I have other groups. I will recap at another point, but basically I cover pretty much every horror movie. Anyone who knows me in the horror community knows that I am one of the kings of horror groups. I may not have the biggest all of them, but I have a very diehard following, especially for admins. Like at least 5 of my admins do multiple groups. So you can see once you're on board here, you got, and then a lot of them have their own groups now too, which is cool. So like Jeffrey Quick and Bert Thomas have the Horror Club, and that was an offspring. That was actually around the same time, as a little after the original Friday the 13th Alumni came out. I think Bert Thomas started it. And shout out to Bert for that. And Jimmy Presley has the World of Indie Horror Group, which we're starting to build now. It took a little bit in the beginning, but it's starting to grow now. That's what she said. Then I have it's not all horror, but I say about 80% of my groups are horror. So if you guys, whoever watches this, if you I will leave a link down in the comment section below how to join the Friday the 13th Alumni on Facebook. Once again, guys, if you like these videos and you want anything special, like a movie review or a music review or whatever it may be, just holler out in the comments. Make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button. Give it a little thumbs up here. This is something that I'm new to. I've done YouTube series before, but never where I could actually sit down and talk to you guys instead of moving around with a phone and shaking and everything. So this is kind of cool, a cool little setup. Let's see where we're standing at. Almost 10 minutes. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna wrap this up. It's a shorter day in the life of. I'm so used to that now. My horror life. This is a shorter version of it. And let's end with a little ditty. Go back to of the souls for getting down, standing face the hounds of hell, and rot inside a corpse's shell. Yeah, the funk of 40,000 years, and grisly ghouls from every tomb are closing in to seal your doom. And though you fight, stay alive, your body starts to shiver. No mere mortal can resist the evil of the gorilla. That's not a bad Vincent Price, you gotta admit that. But yeah, cheers to Vincent Price for that, because Vincent Price was the king of 60s horror. And fight me on that, by the way. Try to fight me on that one. And so when Michael Jackson was looking for someone to do a monologue, I mean, he couldn't have chosen a better person. And oh, by the way, hats off to Michael too, because even though in the beginning it says that he doesn't necessarily believe in the occult, hats off for him to just make probably the best music video ever in the history of music. So cheers, Michael, and R.I.P. So until episode 3, I'm Rob, and this is my horror life.